We are back on another Wednesday for our midweek service for Lent, and tonight we are being joined by some people who are very near and dear to my heart. We've got Uncle Kevin and Auntie Nanette on the line, and we've got they call him Big Ten, the star of the Everyday People broadcast, Elder Ken Taylor and his lovely wife, Sister Beverly Taylor. And we are continuing our conversation about Lent. And before we dive into that conversation, I just want everybody to say hello. So what's up, Kevin and Nanette?
Hey.
And Elder Ken and Sister Beverly, everybody had a good day so far?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good.
So I just want to open up the conversation by asking you guys, what are you, or if you are giving up anything for Lent? Feel free to go whenever you're ready.
Well, we didn't give up things for Lent. We added on healthy eating. We're starting to exercise more and getting a overall healthy eating habit throughout our meals. We're trying to exercise, get our life together so we can live a lot longer.
Amen. All right. So tell me specifically, what did you guys include, or what did you add to what you've been doing?
In the morning, and then a smoothie at night. So we'll have maybe protein for lunch or whatever, and then we'll have a smoothie at night and just juice in the morning.
All right, that's all right with you, Uncle Kevin?
Well, I gave up pork and beef already, so it's all right with me.
All right. And what about you, Elder Taylor and Sister Bev? What y'all doing over there for Lent?
Well, what I've really started to do is to kind of eliminate anxiety. So in order for me to do that successfully, I've started to implement really just time to just meditate. Take time to just be quiet, have quiet time. Prior to, I'd always be rushing and going and ripping and running and not really taking time for just quiet time. So since I've done that, it's kind of lowered a lot of my anxiety. And I can really hear what God's trying to share with me when I'm quiet. And sometimes it could be 10 minutes, sometimes it's 15 minutes, but sometimes longer. But just enough to kind of feel like my day is somewhat being altered and maybe taken in another direction that's healthy.
Wow. Interestingly, Sister Sandra Taylor was on last week, and she was saying that, for Lent also this year, she didn't give up anything either, but she did say that she was spending more time, in her word and in meditation and things of that nature. And so I think that it's important that we don't beat ourselves up about, being strict on diets and things of that nature, but that is a tool that we can implement for our season of Lent. Elder Taylor, what's up?
What's up? Lent kind of snuck up on me this year with all that was going on, pandemic style and all that. And so I didn't really have the opportunity to really think about what I would give up until after Lent was upon us. And one of the things that I came to realize is that oftentimes we get in this spirit of giving up something, and it's usually kind of the same things over and over again, which, we know we're going back to right after Lent. And so when I think in terms of giving up something, and it's never too late to start, one of the things that I would think about giving up for me personally is seafood. Now, most people would say red meat or something like that. But for me, having a piece of catfish, having some shrimp, that's almost tantamount to most people's burger, fries, or pork. And so, in essence, it's more important to me than having red meat, if you get down to it. And so, thinking in terms of it should be something that you that's near and dear to you, that's important to you, or something that you place a great deal of value on. And sometimes, as we all know, if we place a great deal of value on anything above Christ, it's really not right in the true scope of what the word is. And so I've thought about maybe curtailing giving up the seafood and again, like my wife said, we had a term when I taught in education. We always talked about transition time, in which transition time was the time it takes for you to go from one activity to another. And oftentimes, like she said, we're rushing from one activity straight into the other. So I'm becoming more mindful of having transition time to decompress from one activity before I get into something else, or before, one conversation to the next, things like that. And I find that, I don't know where it's put me on the health meter, but I feel a lot better.
Okay.
My walk with God since, actually the beginning of this year, showed me a whole lot of more patience. Helping, my family, my grandmother, and a lot that showed me just how to be patient. Stop. Think about what you're going to do and what you're going to say instead of rushing into things. Now it's like, I'm thinking a lot more. Okay, let me calm down, get myself together, go to my grandmother's house, because grandma going to pray. Grandma going to pray in the morning, night, and evening. And praying with my grandmother on a daily basis is like mind-boggling, because she prays for things that the normal person wouldn't pray for. And, she prays for people she hasn't even met. And she's taught me just to be in a prayer life, be in a healthy life, be in a forgiving life.
Yeah.
And just continue your walk with God, because sometimes he's going to carry you. You're not going to be able to walk, but he's going to carry you through some of the things that you need to get through. And he's carried me through a lot of things this year.
Wow. That is a blessing. I think that, in the Lent season, we get so focused on giving up or adding to that we are more focused on that as opposed to what we really should be, thinking about, and that is prayer and meditation. So it is a reminder to hear you all's story tonight, to make sure that we are spending that time with God, because that's what the season is all about. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I am looking forward to the preached word on tonight. And it's always a pleasure. I can't wait to see you guys again in person, but we got to do what we got to do until then. So thanks for joining us on tonight. And may you all continue to be strengthened in your prayer time and your walk with God and in your time of meditation during this Lenten season. And I will be seeing you guys again. Hopefully we get a chance to check in again before the end of Lent.
Okay.
All right. Love y'all. Take care. Good night.